Hi guys, it's Fana and thank you so much for watching. Today I'm doing something a little bit differently. Some of you might know if you follow, I think I only announced it on my DeviantArt, I can't remember, but I got a tattoo a couple weeks ago and I wanted to wait for it to heal, and then I wanted to wait a little bit longer, and I honestly don't know why I waited so long to make a video and post pictures of it because I love it so much. So I emailed my artist. First off, let's talk about what I got. For those of you who don't know, I'm working on a book called This Light Must Go Out, and for that book I designed a flower, which is called Dalliant, and it's the banner of my YouTube channel, and it's actually my phone background. This was done by Prism Kid. So this flower has a lot of significance to me as I'm the creator of it, and it has a lot of significance in This Light Must Go Out as well. So first off, I did a lot of research because I really wanted a watercolor Dalliant, and I had a hard time finding a watercolor artist in my area whose work I liked. There's some amazing artists where I live, there really are, but their watercolor styles tended to be a little bit blobbier than watercolors traditionally are, because as a watercolor painter myself, I know how watercolor moves and lays on the page and looks, and you could tell that some of these artists were not as familiar with that style of painting, and it reflected in their tattoos. So after lots of hunting, I finally found one that I loved her artwork. Unfortunately, she was on maternity leave. So I sent her this really long email with so many references. I sent her a reference that I had made of Dalliant. I sent her some sketches that I had done. I told her where I wanted it. I told her like the style that I wanted and all this kind of stuff, and I was a real pain in the butt, but for me, it's better to overshare what you want than to give too little detail and have it be done not the way you want it. So she responded to my email, and her earliest appointment, because she just had a baby, was 3 months away. So I scheduled it, and it was fantastic. So I was really scared, and I was watching so many different videos about tattoos and aftercare and this and that and all this kind of jazz. So finally the day came. I brought my mom with me because it was my first appointment, and I was scared to death, and she was a trooper, and I had to come home from classes, like drive from my college back home to make this appointment, but it was totally worth it, so I did it. But I went to Skull and Rose Tattoo Parlor, and my artist's name was Laura, and I will post her information down in the description below. I believe her Instagram tag is Beastabola, which I'll have to type out and spell for you guys, but definitely check her out. She was absolutely fantastic. First off, I had to sign a bunch of paperwork saying, yes, I'm of age. Yes, I realize that I'm permanently changing my body. And let me show you guys the sketch that she gave me. It's a little wrinkled, I'm sorry, but this is what she printed out. I don't know if you guys can see all the detail, but she did this on her iPad. and I absolutely, and I just threw it. But I absolutely loved how it looked. And then it ended up being my tattoo a lot bigger than I originally had planned. I wanted it to be about the size on the paper originally, and as she put it on my body and changed it to the curves of my body, it did get a lot bigger, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It hurt a lot, but I did not cry, and I did not well up. I had to lay on my side for 2.5, 3 hours. And the pain was not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be until she started going over parts that had already started swelling, and that hurt. But her bedside manner was amazing. She was chattering to me. She didn't mind me asking her questions. She asked me about like my story and the flower, and I think I was a great patient. Even though I didn't cry, my mom was saying that I was like biting my wrist the entire time, and afterwards I actually had like red marks on my wrist from where I was biting them. But I think I was a trooper. I did it. I would definitely go back, and I know this is a lot of talking, and you guys probably want to see the tattoo. So let's do that. Okay, so I moved my chair, and the lighting in this room is not fantastic, but I'll try to get a good photo for my Instagram and other social media and the thumbnail, and I might blur out the thumbnail. I haven't decided yet, but here we go. I'll try to get it all in frame. I can't talk, man. Okay. So there it is. Like I said, it is a lot bigger than I originally had planned, but excuse like my bra line red mark, but I want to try to get close. There's a lot of speckles of pigment, a lot of the lines. Actually, the line work hurt a lot less than the shading, but that might have just been because it was already swelling and that kind of stuff. But here it is. So it basically goes from my bra line down to my panty line, and that's how I originally wanted it. What I originally wanted was it to stretch from like here to here and not like swoop around. But then like when she started doing it, it follows like the curve of my body. And I could not be happier. I wish you guys could see it in real life because there's so much detail that this camera is not picking up. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. And I love this tattoo so much. I was a tattoo virgin, and they always say that once you get one, it becomes an addiction, and I definitely want more tattoos now. It's really bad. I really, really want a lot more of them. But I don't think any of my other tattoos in anywhere of the near future are anywhere near this size. It's kind of funny because I went to an early Thanksgiving, and a bunch of my cousins wanted to see. They're like, I can't believe you're the first of us to get a tattoo. Like, and all my cousins are like significantly older than me. Well, 5+ years at least. So, especially the one, I'm surprised the one has never gotten a tattoo. But I was the first, and they will always remember that I was the first, so I can hold it over their heads. But, some of my aunts and uncles were not as thrilled with the idea of me having a tattoo. I don't think I showed it to any of my aunts and uncles, besides my cousins. And my one aunt was a little tipsy when she was arguing with me about it. And, like, basically she was threatening my cousins not to get tattoos. And I said to her, Well, one, I was very polite about it. I was like, it's my body. I love it. And she was like, why would you change your body like that? And I remember this quote that I had seen before, and it's, my body is my temple, and I'm the one who chooses how to decorate the walls. And that's not the right quote, but that really stuck with me. And it's my decision. I love it. I think it makes me even more beautiful. It's a part of me. It's a part of my story. This means that I actually need to finish the book now that I have a tattoo of a flower from the book. But thank you guys so much for letting me share. I know this was a little bit different of a video. I guess this goes under the vlog category. But thank you so much. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you have a phenomenal day and keep being extraordinary. Bye!